I have Ted Palomas. Ted Palomas, is that right, Ted? Are you there?
How are you doing?
I'm okay, Ted. You are an American anthropologist, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, you have just written a book. Here it is. Can we see this? A book called Body Styles. Now, Ted, you have explained in this book why we do things to our bodies, like have tattoos, like build them up, have earrings, stuff like that. Tell us why.
Well, there's different reasons for different people. I mean, originally this was done by tribal societies.
Yeah.
And that was usually in rites of initiation when somebody became of age, or it was a way of identifying that you were part of that tribe. In our society, of course, most tattooing and things like that is done as a way of expressing your individuality.
So when you see somebody perhaps walking down the street with a lot of tattoos, and most people's reaction is to jump back in horror and say, oh, that's awful, you wouldn't say that?
Oh, no, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
And even aesthetically, although tattooing, say, 20, 30 years ago was pretty grim, now there's been great developments, as I'm sure you've seen in Jules' tattoo, for example.
I know. Yes. What about having your nose... Jules has her nose pierced. Now, I must confess that I'm one of those people that does have an earring. I mean, what about those of us who have these little bits of jewellery put into our body? What significance does that have?
Well, again, it's different significance for different people.
Yeah.
I mean, in our society, it is mostly a mark of individuality.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a very long and lovely history of something that tribal peoples have done since, like, the earliest times of human beings.
You think it's a good idea or not, if people want to adorn their bodies a little?
Oh, I think that one should be careful about doing permanent things to your body. Obviously, you want to think about it pretty carefully, because in the kind of world that we live in, things are changing all the time, and you might change your ideas, or you might change your girlfriend, or whatever, if that's what the tattoo is you've got.
Bad if you have a name written across your throat or something, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I certainly would caution people against having something on their face or hands which they couldn't cover up.
Ted, thank you for your call.
Okay, James.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Bye, that was Ted, and we're going to take some more calls about these tattoos and stuff. I mean, what happens if you want to get rid of yours?
You can't.
You
it's
can't?
not possible.
You
no.
don't? Are you quite happy for that?
Perfectly, but then I think for about 2-3 years before each tattoo.
Yeah, you're going to
I
donate
spend
your...
that length of time.
You're going to donate your...
Well, my husband wants the rose on my arm.
Does he?
Yes, he's already got that booked.
Oh, what a shame. Right, Dennis from Barnsley. Hi, Dennis. Oh, Lisa is first. Right, Lisa from Walsall. Hello, Lisa. Speak to me, Lisa.
Hello.
I'm very new at this, Lisa. I must remember where the buttons and knobs are. Lisa, what about tattoos?
Well, my husband's got tattoos.
Yeah, where?
Well, he's got quite a big tattoo on his back.
Yeah.
It's a graveyard scene.
A graveyard scene? That's pretty tacky, isn't it? I mean,
no, I don't know whether you know Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Not personally, no.
Yeah, well, on the cover of his album, Ultimate Sin, there's a lady.
Isn't this a little childish, Lisa? I mean, don't you think it's just a little childish to have sort of graveyard scene on the back?
No, because it's quite nice. It's got the lady standing sort of looking down into the grave, and it's very colourful. It was done free of charge for him by a friend that he did a favour to.
If you get it free of charge. If you get it free of charge.
That's dangerous.
Is it dangerous?
No,
that's dangerous. I mean, this friend, is he a registered tattooist?
Yeah, he's a registered tattooist.
Are you sure? He's got all the certificates?
Oh, yeah.
How about hygiene?
Yeah, definitely.
He's hygienic?
He's actually set up his own business. It's been going for years.
Good, but you like them anyway, Lisa, do you?
Me?
Good, fine, had enough of that. Right, Dennis from Barnsley, let's get through a few more calls and we can fit some more onto the programme if you keep ringing us. Hello, Dennis.
Hello.
Dennis, your views. Have you got an intimate tattoo somewhere you don't want people to know about, perhaps?
No, I've just got on arm vibe, but I'm wondering, have you got any on?
Have I got any on?
Yeah.
Have I got any on?
I don't know, love.
No, I haven't got any on. Thank you very much indeed, Dennis. Alan from Middlesbrough is calling us. Alan.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
How are we doing, all right?
I'm very well, Alan. What about your tattoos?
Well, I haven't got any tattoos. I rang up about the bodybuilding.
Okay, we'll talk to you later then. Right, Ian from Hull. Hello, Ian. Hang on a minute, hang on. Don't get carried away, guys. Yes, Ian.
No, I'd just like to say that I agree with Ted and Joe.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean, I've got a dozen tattoos on my arms.
He's a nice lad, I can tell. He's a nice bloke.
But I must admit that I do agree that you must really, really think about them.
You must think about it.
True.
Any kids who are watching this programme, they shouldn't be at this time of night, if they're thinking of going off and getting a tattoo, you don't think that's a good idea?
I don't think it's a good idea, no.
Okay, fine. And lastly, let me just come over here. I want to know whether or not... What's wrong? What's wrong?
I just love the way you slant these conversations.
Lastly, I want to know whether, Donna, you fancy ever having a couple of tattoos adorning your body or not?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Not at all. No.
You've never thought of a little butterfly perhaps
No.
on the shoulder or...
No.
No?
But it's very difficult for somebody in Donna's style or profession because, for instance, if you were a dancer, you would have difficulty in having a tattoo because, or anything like that.
But I'd have difficulty being a bodybuilder because I'd be marked down for having.
You would?
marks like, oh yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Definitely.
We're going to come take some calls on bodybuilding in a few moments. At the moment, thank you very much indeed. If you have any views on perhaps Donna's body over here or some of the bodies of the girls outside that we saw earlier, then give me a ring now. The number is Leeds 461,000. If you're outside the Leeds area, wherever you're calling from, whether it's way down south or right up in Scotland or over in Northern Ireland, the code is 0532 461,000. So give us a call. We'll be back after the break.
Bow, 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 bow. James Whale. The James Whale Radio Show.
Condoms, okay. And I've had some lovely letters this week, apart from the ones from Donna. There's one here that comes from Richard Dixon from Plymouth who says, James, the way you cut off callers in mid-sentence is totally unprofessional. You were appalling last week. The only point in putting you on television is to feed your ego. Absolutely true. The thing, of course, is I get bored very quickly and have to remove them. Now, what else have we got? Bob Butler from Wigan. Makes a change. I had no idea what was coming next, and the pace was quick. And I also enjoyed that sexy lady you have flitting about, namely Donna. I'm told you, go and get the coffee. Go and get the coffee. I'm sexist, you know, so what? What, Peter, lovely to see you.
James, as my
Lovely
fee
to
is
see
so
you.
bad, can I have one of those packs?
Yeah, come on, look, what the heck?
I'm
Yeah,
dying
that's
to-
yours. Yes, okay, yes. Meet Donna.
Hi.
Hiya.
And meet Jules.
Hi.
Now, what about you building your body and having a couple of
Well,
tattoos?
I like my body build, but that I think is horrendous.
You don't like
Oh,
that?
vile. Absolutely
Oh,
vile.
it's
I'm
lovely.
sorry. Awful.
No?
It's true. Because God never meant you to mark your body quite like that.
Well, I don't believe in
that's
God, so it
just-
doesn't make no
Oh,
odds.
right. Well, whoever created you then didn't mean... that is vile. I'm sorry.
You don't...
Awful. Well, I was always
Surely
taught
you should
that
be
if you
looking...
mark...
Just a minute. Surely you should be looking for more than just the, you know, skin deep. You should be finding out what her personality is
Well,
like.
I was always taught that if they mark themselves, they'll mark you.
Yeah?
So,
Oh,
I'm not
that's
into-
I've
nasty.
never had such a load of cack in my
I
own
know.
life.
Well, that's a nice word for this time of
You
night.
sit here and say that I'm vile and horrendous.
No,
and I'm
I said
just
that's
saying
vile, not you're vile.
Yeah, but
it's
this
just...
is me.
Oh, right.
This is my expression.
Why don't you blow your nose with
when
the
you've
earring? I mean,
when
it
you've
must
just
be-
got when you've just got a few minutes,
Sorry,
I'll
James.
just come back in.
Sorry.
You know, would you carry on for the moment?
sorry.
No. You carry on for the.
Can I do something? Please, will you get me a coffee? I've got to be like you, a male
Okay. Do
chauvinist.
you want to?
prick.
Yeah, get your
Please.
coffee. Just
Coffee.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Coffee.
good.
Thanks, James.
But if
saying
Donna gets
please.
upset with you, she'll smack you. Now,
I'll join her.
Donna, do people immediately think you're rough because of being a lady bodybuilder? Do they think you're sort of any views on those or
I think
not?
that person's jolly brave.
Jolly brave to come on and
Jolly
talk about it,
brave
and
to come on and talk
she
about
is
it.
very, very open about the whole
Yes.
thing. Hang on just a minute. Donna, come on, get that coffee and get the competition entries as well, will you?
I was in Turkey and there was a convention for them. And
Yeah.
I popped in, and this guy was ringing up his wife to find out whether the black skirt went with the white top, or
yeah.
and they take it so
Yeah.
seriously.
I know. Listen, come on, for goodness sake. Now, look, we ran the competition, the I Spy competition last week, all right? And thank you for hundreds and hundreds of answers for the little portable telly so you can watch the programme under the covers in bed, which is very nice. And, I mean, we just had, I've got to show you, we had so many, you've no idea. We had loads, and look, these are all over the place.
Choose a good style ready sliced beef roast and you've got a traditional joint ready to cook. But because it's ready sliced, it's better value, giving you more slices with enough tender roast beef to feed four, with no waste and no artificial additives.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I wish I hadn't done that.
Expo.
David,
Did ya?
just
And
before
there
you...
were, well, a
I've
couple of
not
hundred or
checked
more.
it.
All right, you
So
carry
she
on.
was definitely not, unusual.
Yeah.
Could you hold
But
that
as
book
far
up and
as-
show him while you're doing
As
that?
far as Donna is concerned, it's a real turn-off. It's a real turn-off.
Oh, no. Fair
For me,
dues.
Oh dear, we've lost you. What a sort of shame. Okay, can you
just
see?
getting it
No,
together,
I
man, you
don't.
know?
No, I'm not having him being rude to Donna. It's
No,
not
that's
nice.
true.
No.
Sorry
Thank
about
you
that.
very
This,
much.
this tattoo over here, what we're doing over here, this tattoo over here is on the top of the head of this guy.
Yes.
And
This
you
is a
think-
guy called Alex,
Yeah.
and then it was tattooed by Candy Everett, who's an American tattooist. And this is an exact portrait of his face on top of his head. And I just thought, I looked at you, love. I looked at you, and I thought, your time will come.
Right,
and there could be 2 whales.
That's
then.
it. William, hello.
Hello, I don't condone transvestism.
You don't?
But
you can't
I like a nice clear skin.
You like what?
A nice clear, sexy skin, you know, without all the muscles everywhere. We've got transvestite toilets in Stockport, by the way.
Oh, well, that's very that's very forward-thinking of Stockport. Transvestite toilets. That's very good. That's very good. Thank you, William. Thank you. Yeah?
You want to poem about Neil Kinnock?
No, thank you very much. Okay. Scott, hello. And if Douglas rings again, get him off. Right, Scott, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask, like, the girl that's in the back of you, she is a woman. How it goes for you?
Skin games and brilliant shining, which I was going to do. She said, could I do that? I said, all right, okay. Right, well, unfortunately, we haven't got as much time as I thought for more calls, and that's why we have to be quick through the calls so we can get more on. So apologies to those of you that didn't get on. No competition this week, but next week there's been a lot of interest in giving Donna away. So we're going to give her away, all right, next week. That's very nice. You stay there. We're going to give her away next week. Donna number 2. Donna, come over here because we're running out of time. I want you to come and do a little pumping up for me. We've got about 30 seconds. Get my coat, for goodness sake. Come over here and just do a little bit of pumping up for me. That's lovely. Now show me exactly when you go into a pose. Thank you. Go and take them out. Go on. Right, go on. My golly. As you can, and look at the mess in it. You've got your condoms, all right? And we're going to do a little pumping of iron. Now, mind the cameraman as you go. That's it. He fell over last week, and we're going to try and do a rerun of it. Come on, a bit faster. There we are. Yes, oh yes. They wanted a rerun of that. Is that all right? There we are. Now, well, I tell you what, you'll have to follow me. Come on, that's it. Come on then, Donna. Let's go out here. Right, okay. There we are. Right. Now, how are we doing, girls? This is lovely. Right, okay, pick your weight, that's it. What are we gonna right, we'll see you next week. And don't forget the competition to give away Donna. All right? Now, come on, a little more. We got this until about 3 o'clock this morning. That's it, right? Thank you very much for all my guests as well. And all